In a surprising turn of events, former All Blacks scrum half Justin Marshall is advocating for a significant change in the team's midfield strategy after what he describes as Billy Proctor's best test performance against the Springboks. Marshall believes that head coach Scott Robertson should reconsider his center pairing, suggesting that Leicester Fainga'anuku would be a stronger choice to join Jordie Barrett in the midfield. Throughout most of 2025, Robertson has consistently selected Barrett and Proctor as his starting centers. One notable exception was during the third test against France, where Barrett found himself on the bench, indicating a desire for the coaching staff to nurture the developing partnership between Proctor and Barrett further. This decision follows the recent move of Rieko Ioane back to the wing, a position he occupied for the New Zealand team for 4 years while playing outside center. Despite the All Blacks suffering a hefty 43-10 defeat to the Springboks in Wellington, Marshall is adamant that Proctor's performance was commendable. He expressed his admiration during a discussion with ex-Wallabies hooker Jeremy Paul on the Good, the Bad, and the Rugby AUNZ podcast. While Paul maintained that the team should stick with Proctor, Marshall was quick to counter that they may have reached an impasse on this matter. Marshall acknowledged Proctor's improvement, noting he played his best test on the weekend, but raised concerns about the overall effectiveness of their strategy, stating, "I just don't feel that we have enough danger out there." When pressed for an alternative, Marshall confidently named Leicester Fainga'anuku as the ideal candidate for the outside center position. Fainga'anuku, who has recently returned from a successful stint with the French club RC Toulon, where he showcased impressive skills primarily at center but also as a winger and occasionally at flank, is currently playing with the Tasman Mako in the National Provincial Championship, NPC. Initially thought to be ineligible for selection due to New Zealand rugby policies, he was surprisingly called up to the All Black squad for the tests against the Springboks. It's crucial to note that Marshall's remarks about Proctor are not meant to undermine his abilities. Although Proctor was not included in either of the Matchday 23s, Marshall expressed hope that could change in the upcoming fixtures of the Rugby Championship and Bledisloe Cup against the Wallabies. He believes Fainga'anuku could bring a much-needed punch to the midfield, echoing qualities showcased by Andre Esterhuizen for the Springboks. Marshall elaborated on this comparison, stating, "When the Springboks brought Esterhuizen on, honestly, I know he's a tank, but what he was doing was incredible. You saw moments where he had 2 defenders on him, and he was deftly lobbing the ball over them to his outside backs or center, because he is big and powerful." He continued, expressing his belief in Fainga'anuku's versatility. "Most of his distribution is post-contact, yes, but Leicester can do both. He has excellent offloading skills and shows remarkable power when challenged by multiple defenders. If you watched him in the Tasman game, and yes, I realize it's only NPC compared to a test match, you still saw him make impressive passes right before contact when defenders were all over him." Marshall further stresses the need for a more dynamic attacking strategy, arguing that the game plan is limiting the team's potential. It's not about criticizing Billy Proctor. It's about addressing how our game plan lacks the versatility it truly needs to thrive. We must focus on empowering Will Jordan and ensuring our wingers have room to operate instead of being crowded by defenders due to our narrow attacking approach. This debate raises critical questions. Should the All Blacks continue with a stable center pairing for cohesion? Or is it time to embrace a risky, exciting player like Fainga'anuku to enhance their offensive capabilities? As fans and analysts alike ponder this pivotal conversation, what are your thoughts? Do you favor a consistent lineup, or do you think fresh talent should be injected to shake things up? Share your opinions in the comments below.